Yeah.
Yamal. Yamal.
They looked at that boy like he's Messi. That's the problem. He's not Messi.
Yeah.
Guys, that thing comes once every 50 years. He's not Messi.
Joe, why are you shooting at me now?
By the way, guys,
shoot at me?
Arsenal is out of the Champions League. We all saw this coming. Trophyless again. Arsenal is the most overrated team in the whole Premier League for me, personally.
No. Check.
Overrated.
Check.
I don't know about overrated.
They are overrated. What have they won in the last 6 years?
Barcelona were playing Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey final.
How much did you put on it?
3,000. And let me tell you what I did. I'm like,
City will always be there. Arsenal will always be there. You know, even us. There was a time we don't have a European. No, wait. Hang
Arsenal
on.
will always be
Hang
there.
on. No, check. We don't have a European.
Full of cock anyways. But
UEFA. There's some
UEFA
heated
Lona.
conversations in the Premier League.
UEFA Lona.
Your Rashford played UEFA for a little bit. But
Orlando Pirates.
I just want to put it out there. Maybe you guys can get an answer from Betway first. Why are the odds always so high on Kaizer Chiefs? Because they're my team, guys. But
Finally, we check out the newest, freshest footballing show. But it's not just about football, it's also about the banter. It's on a league of its own. It's the Banter League. It's the Banter League.
we can swear on the show, right?
Yeah?
Okay, cool.
So your life away, my brother. No one is here to
I
judge
just
you.
want to make sure, bro.
fucking Maguire.
Because he's not there that time, like by us.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
And bro, I've hit a few bombs before. Then they're like, cut, hey, yo, can't do that.
For real.
Can't do that.
bro.
I saw on live Super Sport. Remember during the Sundowns and the Pirates match?
This
Live,
man.
bro. Live, bro. Carol is here. Me, I'm just like, Aguzo Niwa. Hey, Twitter head.
People in the comments, did PD jokes just say Kuzonyiwa on live television?
I said it, can't take it back. There's no muting, there's no peeping. Anyway, we are back again with another episode of Sanbona and Makai Kawanamu PD jokes. Not TD jokes, not related to TD jokes, even himself. I'm a GFC, God's favorite child himself. And welcome to Onside's Banter League. Guess is standing there not knowing what's going on. Probably a Messi fan, but I'm always here with the boys, keeping the banter rolling. Sponsored by Betway, where you always get way more.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm the one and only independent variable, your mama's favorite boyfriend and your girlfriend's baby daddy. It's your boy Desley, and the PEP employees have signed out. I need to look that way for a little bit. Hey, Stacy.
Do you know what PEP stands for?
PEP what?
Guardiola.
People eat pap.
Oh.
Hey man, we see you.
Why must I follow him all the time with the baby mamas?
Such a good intro.
My name is George Mukwenake, Mr. OT, your chief executive overthinker.
One time, and ladies and gentlemen, today we've got a special, amazing guest in the house. He's the drippiest man in all sports, entertainment, African correspondence, WWE Jumbo. You can check him out on there. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Ronesi! Sweet.
Excuse the shirt.
Excuse the shirt, brother.
It's on purpose, because we have a purpose.
What purpose? Just to look red?
To win the Europa, though.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, they're holding up the league.
They're holding up the league.
I see.
Yeah.
Hey, boys, we have an exciting show today. There's a lot of talking points. I don't know where to start, but I think by just shuffle, let's just talk AC Milan. In fact, let's talk Champions League semi-final. Boys.
Right.
Hi, Gift. Champions League semi-final was a maza. We saw Inter Milan do things that I never thought would be done.
Yeah.
Yamal.
Who's there? Yamal.
No, Yamal got knocked out.
You tried it 4 times. And I can see you're genuinely trying. Hey, that's the worst part.
No, Yamal.
Okay, there's it.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. He's a passer fan. I don't have to say his name right.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, the wonder kid, Yamal, lost all hopes of lifting the Champions League at 17 with Barcelona, got knocked out on a thriller. We thought first round, boys.
13 goals.
Talk to me, boy.
Des, when last did you see a game that has 13 goals?
Brother, I think...
Please don't run away from your mic. I want to hear your point. As Man United fans, they talk online.
No. When was CC 13? I don't know if it was 13, but I do remember when United beat Arsenal 8-2 or something like that. So it was like 10.
Why are we talking
10
about
goals.
past
I
tense?
just had to go there.
He knows all the United facts. He can tell you each player's shoe size at this point.
No, it's sad because you are watching from the sideline, but
And bottom of the table.
you see even his body language.
Europa chance. It's chilled.
Come closer.
You want me here?
Yeah, come closer.
Try tilt it this way. I can see you
then
speaking a
lift it
bit
up.
higher.
Tilt it forward and
No,
then
do
lift
this?
it up.
Yeah. I think it'll be easier for you that
Is
way.
that better?
Yeah, bro. So yeah, Champions League semi-final. We saw the first leg. Inter Milan and Barcelona, they went crazy with goals. I think it was 3-3 in aggregates when they were in what's the stadium called again?
What is the San Siro one?
Thingy. And then they went to Inter.
Oh, the new camp to the San Siro.
New camp to Inter. And what did you guys think of that match personally? Going in there, in your mind, you thought it's an easy go through.
No,
for Barca.
no,
No,
really.
no.
Not after the first leg.
Not after that first leg.
Not after the first leg. Those teams wanted to kill each other.
And they really want.
Yo,
They
they
were
wanted to kill each
both
other.
hungry, boy. I have never seen such a. I think that was. It was tough, bro. It was tough. You could see Yamal.
Lamine Yamal, guys.
He's infecting me with this shit.
Contagious.
Bro, you could see that boy was trying, bro.
Yeah.
He gave it his all. It just wasn't working. And you see when that final whistle blew and he laid on the cross like this, I was like,
He was tired.
No.
Yeah, it all left him.
Guys, they looked at that boy like he's Messi. That's the problem. He's not Messi.
Yeah.
Oh.
Guys, that thing comes once every 50 years. He's not Messi.
Look, I
He's
think
not Messi.
look,
He's good.
To be quite, you know what I'm thinking, because I think players in Spain are kind of hyped up
Yeah.
more than what they should be, because a year ago the name Yamin Yamal was nowhere.
You didn't even have to try saying.
Now it's Ballon d'Or. Everyone is talking about.
He just won the Euros.
Yeah, performed really well.
Best young player at the Euros.
Yeah.
He's leading this team to maybe a league.
Yeah.
Didn't they just win the Copa del Rey? Now they're coming into the semi. Guys.
Do you not think that's just the comparison with him and Messi considering his age? That's why he's a big name. But we can't deny the fact that, okay, cool, yes, best young player, we'll give him that. Euros, we'll give him that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
Best young
think,
player.
was he not?
Who is?
Garnacho.
Why
Man.
did you bring him Man U fan? First of all.
Ronaldo dog guy when I think Chong Slam once.
I'm playing. Yeah, he is. Yes. Nah, he is.
Just for context, this is Man U, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool. Just for context. Just for context.
wild
Don't
table.
let him talk about
big
that
four.
other team.
We are the champions.
You guys are the worst team to win this thing.
No, okay.
They really are,
Look,
bro.
but to be fair to him,
Yeah.
to be fair to him, I believe there was some stats that came out that showed that at this age, Messi wasn't doing
These
this.
numbers.
Yeah.
So
And Messi was playing with OGs. Because remember,
guys,
Messi back in the day was playing Nabo Ronaldinho,
Ronaldinho,
Nabo Eto,
Deco.
even Thierry Andre.
But
Someone-
still, guys,
Scary.
I hate this. I'm glad that I came here to say this because I felt like this for a long time. I hate this thing that stats. We so over fixated on stats now. It doesn't tell the full story, bro. Like Sharp Messi didn't have those numbers at that age. Sharp Ronaldo didn't have those numbers at that age. But the level of the game that they were playing at was a different game. It was a total.
So are you saying it's easier now for Yamal to get all these GAs that he has now, or is it an easier game now compared to the past?
I wouldn't say it's easier.
Yeah.
Right. The guy still has quality. He still has the ability. But Messi and Ronaldo, look at the era that they were playing in. I mean, the defensiveness, like Spain has never been the best defensive league, but they had Carlos Puyol in his team, solid rock. You know what I'm saying? Other side, United, Vidic. Like the game was very strong all parts of the pitch.
Yeah.
When you go to Spain, it's an attacking game. Defenders open up for you. Now the kid is overhyped. I'm sorry to say, he's great, but he's not at Neymar's level. Let's just put it there. Neymar Santos.
Okay.
I know he was Brazil, but Neymar Santos. There's a reason that guy was chased by Real Madrid and Barcelona, guys.
Yeah.
Yamin Lamal, he's good. He's good, but the
but
stats
for his
don't
age,
tell
bro.
the full story. Yes, they don't. The stats don't tell the full story. Sharp is won the cup. Sharp is won the Euros, but the stats don't tell the full story, bro. It's like Suarez was at Ajax. He didn't receive the hype, but the stat, I think he had 46 goals in 45 games at Ajax in his last season there. Where was the hype? We just knew he's a good striker. He's coming to the Premier League.
So
it's like
based on that
come
logic, would you say Haaland is a hype at Man City or at Dortmund?
No. Now here's the thing. Haaland is a world-class striker. You've seen him put in clutch performances. He's won a Champions League. He came in, made an impact at City. Who was he taking over the mantle from? Aguero. He came there, he did the business.
And then what happened this season?
It's a different thing.
What happened this season?
Look, I'm being honest. I'm a United fan. I'm being honest.
I'm being honest.
I'm being honest. I can give the props where it's due.
Yeah.
He's been injured. He's been in and out of the team. Not his best season, but when he does play, you can see the improvement. It's like when De Bruyne plays. You can see the difference in the side.
Yeah.
But no, Yamal, as great as he is, best youngster, not at the level. Maybe the stats, yes, but ability-wise, no, bro. Ronaldo was sending Ashley Cole for hot dogs at 17, bro. Like,
At the time. But still, like, just to throw that out there, because I'm sure you are reflecting on Ronaldo's amazing season at
Which one?
At Man United.
Which one?
At Man United.
But guys, at that age,
At
At
that
the-
age.
at that age,
Is
those
it an
guys were
age
not
thing for
playing.
you?
Okay, look, maybe I'm saying too much. I'm going to
Yeah.
pose it to you guys, right? What defender that you guys can name now world-class that Yamal has sent for a hot dog?
Banning, dog.
Oh, there's
There's a few. He's done the most. He's done it in
That man was sending John Terry.
international,
Sending
international,
Sending Ashley
international
but not
level.
at 17.
Not
though.
at 17.
So I think
At 18.
Yeah, but not at 17.
Now,
though.
this is where it
Can you
comes
do
in.
that, Joe
VAR.
Rogan? Can you pull out the clip?
So I think where the debate stems from the most is just strictly his age, right? We're looking at his age like, okay, cool. This is probably the youngest prodigy that has landed in Barca since Messi. Hence that comparison, right? But if we're saying to them, okay, cool, they're the same age, they came in at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Then the debate is a bit narrow. But people love that age aspect. Oh, young prodigy, youth of Barcelona, future Messi.
But
That's where the hype comes
But
from.
then isn't
but
it-
I do agree with what you're saying. Yeah.
But then isn't it, I think for me, the debate is still good because when you look at them at that age, I think what we're doing is maybe comparing Lamine Yamal right now to what
17-year-old
we've
Messi.
seen with Messi throughout his career. Right, I don't know if he's going to be a magical player.
Yeah.
Because Messi wasn't necessarily a magical player at the time.
Because it might dip. Because the
You get
thing
what
is,
I
he
mean?
might have these prime now. The
Get
same
me?
way we had shouts about Neymar when he was playing alongside Messi and Suarez. We thought this guy at some point is going to win the Ballon d'Or. And
Yeah.
him
He
moving
should
to
have.
PSG,
He should have.
He should have, ne?
2015. It's 20.
Who won at the time? Was it?
Messi? Messi.
Yeah, he was
I know it was that.
No,
was that
but right
Messi,
now-
Ronaldo, then that Modric in
It was
between. Then Messi
BBC
again.
versus MSN.
But
BBC
no.
versus MSN.
No,
at the
but
time.
right now,
Neymar's doing the business.
you have to give him credit for being a youngster that's doing this.
That talented.
If I can look at you and say even Messi and Ronaldo at that age couldn't do what you were doing right now. I mean, Messi at that age had Ronaldo, Deco, had
That's what I'm saying. He had
Villa,
all
had
those
Thierry.
stars in
He
there.
wasn't necessarily shouldering the team, whereas this Lamine Yamal kid
Is shouldering.
is shouldering not only that team but also Spain.
Lamine Yamal
You
is
know?
shouldering
So-
Barca.
I love what he said because this is I think what the conversation started with. This is why they lost. This is why they got knocked out to Inter Milan because they were over reliant on the kid. I feel like Rafinha should have been getting
have
more
stepped up
balls.
more.
Yeah.
He was there, but they were not. They were like everything. Just go back and watch the match. Everything is get the ball, get the
to
ball to
Lamine
them,
Yamal.
get like.
Yeah,
Rafinha
but he's a
was there.
playmaker. I think that speaks of how good he is. Like, I mean, jokes aside, the kid is good. The passes he makes, his goal contributions they show, Rafinha's contributions they show. But I think they lacked someone like Lewandowski in front just to finish off and just tidy up
They
up
put
front.
him
I don't know
like
why.
the 80th.
I think they
80th
went there.
minute or something
Galinha,
like
they
that.
went there.
the
Galinha.
boys'
Yeah.
dungeons. Oh,
but guys-
He must wrap it up.
But guys, can't we give credit to Inter, guys?
No, I was gonna say.
There's
No,
no,
we
reason-
can't-
there's
we can't
no
deny that.
reason why
Lautaro
the Inter
Martinez,
team-
boys,
No,
begging 3
we
goals
can't.
up, across both legs. He played captain, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it's fun how they played mind
tough.
games. They played mind games when they released in the call sheet. Like, no, he's not gonna start. You just see the man putting on his arm belts. I'm like, oh. Is that what teams do normally when you don't want the team to know what your starting 11
No, you
is?
can.
And you
You
just
can.
lie.
Most recently, Sundowns did it in their CAF Champions League game.
Yeah.
Where they put down a name.
Yeah.
And it's dark arts, guys.
It's
They
dark.
put
So
down
there's,
a name
so there's,
and
they're
then
not
they
legally
changed it.
bound to play the sheets that
There's
they
a
pull
time.
out. There's a time period.
There's a cutoff time.
Yeah.
Interesting stats, boys. FC Barcelona has not won a Champions League in years.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, 2016, please double check for me. They haven't won a Champions League since then. And without Messi, without all those stars, do you think Barcelona will get to that level where they're dominating Europe and just
They will.
No, 100%.
you reckon?
No, I reckon.
Based on
with
what?
the landscape right
Look
now.
at it now.
Based on what?
They've got like the midfield. They've got Pedri. They've got Gavi. They've got Yamal, they've got Rafinha.
And they've got knocked out.
They
also.
need a new striker. I feel like because this boy's legs are finished.
Lewandowski is done.
Yeah, other than
But he's got
no,
more
they
goals than your
solid.
striker
They
and
solid.
your striker combined.
Who's
You are talking
Your
about different
striker.
leagues now.
Doesn't matter.
You
The
guys
team
like
is
to
a
do
team.
this
Why
thing
does
where
he-
you
why
guys.
he
You
all
guys like to do this
every
thing where you
Champions
mix.
League. It's not Spanish League. It's Champions League. You are playing Champions League.
Kylian. Isn't Kylian top goal scorer
I'm
right now?
saying Lewandowski
can
has
put
more
my
goals than
striker also
Havertz
there.
and
Jackson.
your strikers combined.
You put Havertz in the same
He's a
conversation with
striker, man.
You
Those
can't talk
guys,
about
like, I
strikers and
understand.
Arsenal in the same sentence.
I
Strikers
can't.
and Arsenal, you can't talk about
There's
them.
some
I
guys
can't.
that just
Joe,
can't
why are you
finish
shooting
them.
at me now?
By
Are
the
you
way,
still gonna
guys,
shoot at me?
Arsenal is out of the Champions League.
Yo,
we
there
all
we
saw
go.
this coming. Trophyless again.
Hey, Liverpool fans.
Trophyless again. The
Football
only
won.
trophy that
That's
Arsenal
crazy.
has.
You are backing on this too?
Football won.
Yes,
gents.
football won.
Barcelona's out. Arsenal's out. Football won. Yo,
That's
beautiful.
crazy.
Oh.
It's okay. I mean,
The world is healing.
Arteta just does that.
The world is
Yeah,
he's,
no,
like,
guys,
he's like a kid from somewhere in Africa, just drinking water with no cup. Just
Okay,
No,
great,
bro, they
great
did
segment.
win. They
Great
did
segment.
Win. They did win.
Let's
They
move on.
won the beating Real Madrid Cup.
Yeah.
That's the only
So,
cup that's
and,
the
and that cup, I will give it to you because no one believed in you. No one.
Are you guys?
Not even blind people believed
you
in
guys
you.
did
You
for
see,
nothing.
Prince
Did
can
for nothing.
talk, Mara. You
Yeah, no, you
guys.
guys can't talk.
Wait.
Me, I'm in a
hey.
final. Me, I'm in a final.
I'm
Are
also
you
in
in
the
the
final.
final?
Me, I'm in a final.
Man
I'm in
United is in the
Conference
final.
League. Conference
that
League.
one.
I'm going to Europa.
Name me 5 Conference League teams.
Listen, it doesn't matter. All I know.
West Ham.
He has a Champions League
Who am I?
shot.
I'm a Champions League shocked. Also,
We are in the Champions League, though.
He has a
You
shot.
But
But
were.
not now.
No,
You
he just
were.
got knocked out.
No,
Yes,
no,
got
but
knocked out.
Akiri,
Are
you're
you
saying
saying
for next
next-
season. We're in it.
To do
what?
what?
To do what?
You
To
want to do
what?
what you did again?
You guys said that you are qualified. We've qualified. How must I celebrate for him when I'm in already?
Any trophies?
Okay.
And
Any trophies?
No.
Empty cups.
Harry Kane is a trophy.
What a great segment,
Empty.
guys.
This is you.
No, we're not done.
Yeah,
We're
let's
not
go
done.
to- let's go to
If
Kat.
I had to do a show in underwear, we are talking about how Arsenal got trapped.
But I told
they
you.
got trapped properly.
You
by
said
Pep.
the
I
job's
don't
not-
think they
you
got
did say-
trapped.
okay.
I don't think they got trapped.
They did.
What?
They did. They came with the confidence.
I was talking
No,
second leg.
there
Second
wasn't
leg.
I was going to say
confident.
second leg.
Yeah,
I
not-
feel like they didn't come with the confidence.
Thank you.
This one, they like. I don't know. Okay, you gents, we play FIFA. You know how this thing goes. Sometimes you're just trying to get the ball to the front as quick
Yeah.
as possible.
Yeah.
And Arsenal couldn't put together 5 passes. Like they struggled a lot of the time. They were just pushing the ball without thinking to the
Can I
front.
be honest with you?
Yeah.
And I agree with you. Arsenal is the most overrated team in the whole Premier League for me, personally.
No. Check.
Overrated.
Check.
With,
I don't know about
Yeah.
overrated.
they are overrated. What have they won in the last 6 years, bro?
No, let's not
wait,
talk-
wait.
let's-
Do
okay.
you know what the problem is with Arsenal, guys?
What is
Here's the problem. As an Arsenal fan, and it's a long-suffering Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
When push comes to shove, and you need somebody to push through for the team, we don't have those players that want to stand up. You look at Inter. Inter won that game of theirs by force of will. With our guys, it's last 30 minutes. You're trying to score 2 goals now.
George, can I be honest
Nobody's
with
doing
you?
anything.
Saka tried
You
his
get me?
best,
And
boy.
think about it. Last season, look at how we lose the league. When it's time now for you to focus and kick forward.
Yeah.
Can I
Then
be honest
you get
with
what
you
I
guys?
mean?
Like, guys, I'm gonna say this for all the football fans, the football lovers at home. Arsenal fans love making excuses for their team. If shit does not go right, there has to be a reason why
didn't
it's
you
not
see-
happening.
Emma Bill,
What's the reason you didn't win
check,
anything this
in the
season?
in the comments, you know that they don't like me because
Yeah.
I always tell the truth about Arsenal. I always tell the truth. Think about it. Do you know what's the worst thing about this season? These guys
Yeah.
can win a Europa,
Yes.
and win another
Yeah.
European trophy.
Yes.
Ne? Tottenham, if they play Tottenham in the final, Tottenham can win a Europa
Yeah.
and win a European trophy before Arsenal.
We won't let that
Ne?
happen to you, bro. We will not.
No,
Yeah,
but
no,
thing
but-
is, but my thing is,
Check, Liverpool has won the league.
yeah.
I asked you guys. I asked you last week.
This nigga looked at me and he's like,
I was like, I asked you last week.
Yeah.
Did I not say, is it really a good season if Man City can jump us in the league right now
Yeah.
and go to number 2?
It is.
So when everybody, because you were one of the people earlier on who were saying Arteta.
He was
When I
doing
was
something.
saying that,
Here's the
after
thing,
5
man.
seasons.
Antona, I see Arsenal's progress, Jens. I see how progressive Arteta is being. But let me land. I see it. But my only problem is that when Arsenal does not achieve the objectives that are set by the club for Arteta to reach, they always make excuses.
That's the problem.
Partey, the reason we didn't do this in Emirates because there was no party. Okay, there was no party. Party was there in Paris.
Yeah.
And the party they didn't have confettis, there was no champagne. It was just dry. Arsenal has excuses when they don't reach
But let
objectives.
me tell you, my problem with Arsenal right now, again, I'm an Arsenal fan, I'm going to get it in the comments. My problem, this is deja vu. We said the same thing about Arsene Wenger. For 9 years, we went trophyless. every year what we were saying, oh, we play such great football. Barcelona,
But
we
it's-
play
it's-
football like Barcelona.
It's competitive, guys.
Yeah.
That league is so competitive because if you
Yeah.
look at it let's go from 2nd to 7th, it could still change in
Yeah,
these
it's-
last few games.
but
We're all
guys, it's
behind
always
by
us.
2 points, 2
But
points.
guys,
That's
it's
how the
so
table's
tight.
looking right now. You're
Then
right.
if you go the other side from like 10 to 15, it's your brah.
Yeah, no.
So here's a
but,
question.
But guys, it's always us. You guys are winning leagues. You've won the Champions League. You've won Europa
like a
and
long
Champions.
time ago.
I've been
Speak it into
chilling.
existence.
You just
I've
make
been chilling
you
top
make,
4.
You make amazing shirts though. I'll give you that.
We'll give you that.
Yeah, no,
So-
the
guys
drip,
have
so
the
the drip
best
is
question-
forever. The drip is forever.
So George, are you saying now after these 5 years of Arteta-ness is a chai?
for me, it would be Chai.
I don't think so. I think
Should
you guys,
he be out?
I don't think so. I really don't think so. You know, Arsenal, they haven't had the budgets that, your Chelsea.
Budgets,
Yeah, that,
No,
guys,
stop
we
playing with
you
us.
see now, guys, don't give it to me as a Man U guy in the comments. We spent like almost $1 billion, bro.
We've also
Bringing in
spent almost
play-
$1 billion.
Yep.
But
The
you
last
guys,
5 years.
you guys, you need a. What did we have? Ed Woodward, not the best, but you need that guy in that
Thank you.
position.
You see?
you need that guy to bring you proper recruitment because the guys you bring in sometimes,
they have Sterling.
Yo. What is it?
What did I say about Sterling?
Finished Sterling.
They have-
Finished.
What did I say?
Old man
What did I say
Sterling.
about Sterling? And you know what's funny? No. Here's deja vu. Willian. When did we get Willian?
Yep.
Is
Yep.
it not the same transfer?
Like,
Finished.
Is Arteta,
Why do we do the same
Is Arteta
things,
blind
Joe?
to actually buying? Because I think his
They
only game
bought
plan
names.
for this
They bought
Yeah.
for this coming season
Mm-hmm.
is once I acquire the strikers I need, I should be able to be
But
on
we've
top
been
and
singing
compete.
that song for how long?
But you
If
need
he
a
says that
fire.
again-
You need like a Robin van Persie, a fire in front.
need a
You
bastard.
You need a powerhouse.
You
there
need the
in front,
guy.
'cause-
What's his name again?
Yeah, no. He's coming to us. Hey.
Yeah.
They also
Why?
want him.
Victor
Everyone was-
Kayokiris is coming to us.
What's
You
his
guys
name
built
again?
a new stadium. You don't have the budget.
Yeah, no.
Listen,
I saw
You
many
don't have
United
the
players
budget.
catching the
Focus on the
train.
stadium.
Yeah.
I saw many United catching the train. They're like, hey, the buses, the budgets.
There was no budget there by Man U. There's no budget.
no.
Man United fans were just
I know the roofs were leaking and stuff, but yeah.
No, but the goals were leaking definitely yesterday. PSG came through and they moved Arsenal out of the Champions League.
Donnarumma.
And me, I love Arsenal tears. I would drink and make coffee with Arsenal tears. It's the best thing I can ever do. Because here's the thing: you might have the hottest female base. Fan base ever. They're hot. They're pretty. I don't lie.
How do you know that
How
stat?
are you getting there?
I
Wait,
see
how are you
them.
getting there?
I see them wearing the shirts, most.
Guy.
Remember that chick?
Online.
Sorry to quote. Remember that chick? The what do you call them? On-field doctor for Chelsea.
You
You should be watching sports.
The one that was beefing with Mourinho.
So we have an exciting final, just to wrap up Champions League chats. We have an exciting final coming up. So we've
Yeah.
got Paris Saint-Germain and Inter Milan. Let's talk about how you guys see the game going. Like do we see a PSG winning because they're in the final for the first
guys
time in
can
their
go
history?
first.
Do we see PSG making history? Second time, final name. Do you see them winning this thing? Is it because now there's no star player like Mbappe? Because they couldn't do it with Neymar there, with Messi there. I don't know if Cavani was there already left, but they've had people in the club to try and get them the Champions
Ibra.
League. And now you've got a
even
very
Ibra before
hot, very underrated, determined Italian team. Oh,
That is true.
my God.
And mind you, they did worse when Messi joined them.
Yeah.
And that's.
I think
don't
for
know,
me,
bro.
you're going to
so
watch,
tough.
it's two teams that are doing two different things, and I love it so much. PSG plays, but Inter survives.
Yeah.
Like Inter fights until
Last
the
minute
last
goals,
minute.
last minute.
I don't
So
know,
I know it's a final, so it's probably going to be boring. It's not going to be as exciting as we think it's going to be.
Because it was an unexpected final as well.
You get me? But if it gets to a certain point in the game,
Yeah.
we're going to see some exciting football. I don't know if Inter's going to have enough to survive again and win Gadi last minute. But if PSG play at
But
that
the
pace,
final is not
so
two
tough.
legs, is it?
no,
it's one leg.
It's
no,
what
that's
it
why
is
Gary,
and
it's
what it
one
is.
game.
Yeah.
Can Inter survive for 90 minutes
I do
and steal it?
I feel like if Inter score first, because they're so nice defensively and they play with 3. So if they do that,
Yeah.
they have a better chance. But if they don't do that, I feel like Dembele is also hot right now.
Yeah,
It's
no,
very, very
Dembele's
hot. And he
cooking.
didn't even come in until second half.
PSG's team is also just playing way better than they did 2, 3, 4 seasons ago. So I feel like this, bro. You had your Neymars and stuff. They weren't looking like this.
The chemistry was off.
Yeah.
Bro, not Donnarumma looking like De Gea and Onana together. Merged.
Can I
He
just
was
say,
the great
Oh
wall
my
of
God.
China.
And Onana.
Why did you
Yeah,
say
man.
Onana?
Why you know
bruh?
Onana?
Why did you
because
say
because
Onana?
towards the end, De Gea and now Onana make one Donnarumma. Not prime De Gea.
Do they? How much does Onana?
Onana,
contribute.
like 1.3%,
Yo,
and then De
Onana.
Gea the rest. No, just if I could make a goalkeeper,
Yeah.
I'll just give De Gea melanin. That's it.
And that's Onana.
What are you talking
Nah,
about,
I'll
bro?
just take Onana's the worst goalkeeper Man United has ever seen of all time.
Bro. Onana,
Of all time.
Of all time. Like, guys, I feel like we have better.
Gia shots. Yo.
Me, I can talk shit about my team. Man.
Yeah.
I own it. Like Onana.
What
that
is
guy
going-
will struggle in the PSL, dog.
He was-
real
he
talk.
was-
Real talk. Listen.
Yes.
I'm
No,
sorry,
Man
Peru.
United
You get the
is-
basics wrong, dog. How do you get basics wrong, dog? Come on, chief.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but I think
Gunzi,
it's looking like I wouldn't say it's going to be a tough one, right? It's going to be, I think it's also going to be an epic game. I do see PSG getting away with this. But yes, I don't think it's going to be your high scoring matches. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at a 2-1, 1-0.
Yeah, I was
around that
2-1.
range.
I was also thinking 2-1.
Yeah, because I don't think we're going to have what we had in the semifinals.
No.
What we had now was probably one of the best semifinals I've seen in a while.
Ever.
So now with the finals coming up, PSG is the better. They're playing the better side. You know what I'm saying? They have that fluency. They have that chemistry that they didn't have when they were busy stacking superstars.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But can I ask you, Des, do you think that club heritage comes into this at any point? Because Inter's won Champions League. They've done trebles with Mourinho.
Yep.
They've
Yeah.
got a history of this. PSG, it's now the second time they're getting to a final.
Yeah.
Do you think that nerves or something might come into that? That, guys, it's the first time with this group
Yeah.
in the last however many years we're getting to the final. Could they choke?
But I don't think it would necessarily be choking. I think just if they do lose, the better team won on the day.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
those players are quality players. I don't think they're gonna get cold feet or anything of the sort. I think they can pull it off.
They've had,
Me personally,
Yeah.
I think Martinez had a shout for Ballon d'Or last year. So
if they win it, you think he might give it to him?
if he
Over Donnarumma. I think he's been
listen.
exceptional this season.
If they win,
Goalkeeper.
if Inter win
That would
it,
be
I
interesting.
think he's probably in your top 3 candidates, like hands down.
Hey, Lape Makai, let me know where you're going to be watching the Champions League finale and with who, what's the vibe, what's the setup. And remember to get your Betway codes running. Send it to all your friends, your family, and be like, as in, I believe PSG is going to win.
Do you know what I'm thinking
Bet
of doing?
responsibly and then not for sale.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not for people under the age of 18.
Ooh,
Gamble
not for sale
responsibly.
under 18.
Do you know what I say you should do? For those of you who want to feel lucky, bro, trust me.
One
Put
rand
10
slip.
rand
Here we go.
and say Donnarumma to score. Trust me. Trust
Yes,
me.
man.
Trust me,
if you don't know
the
Des-
odds are 150 right now.
So if you don't know
10
Des,
rand can get you at 1,500. Sorry.
he's the guy that bets 1 rand
And hopes for 9
and
million.
then he puts in
20,
50,
30 teams.
and then it's like a million.
That is
No, believe me, but no.
It's an awesome strategy.
Yeah.
It's a praise God
But
slip.
but it's like you might win 1% chance.
Yeah.
But that 1%, if it happens,
He lives for the 1%.
Do you get what I'm saying?
if it happens, you can do that. You can do that. Me, I say, wait till halftime, gents. Wait till halftime.
Wait till
Cash out,
halftime.
cash out.
Wait,
Oh, so you
cash
are
in,
like-
cash out.
Do you bet by any chance?
I do, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out Betway.
What type of better
I
are
know
you?
they're the sponsor. Shout out Betway. Gents better.
Every time your money.
Gents better pay me. Need like a refund or something.
Yeah, man.
Hey, come
Yeah, like
on
a young
now.
voucher.
Can I get a
or
point?
something.
You know what happened, guys? I didn't think. And I don't drink, by the way. Those of you that don't know, so I can't blame alcohol. Let me tell you what happened.
Yeah.
Yes. So Barcelona were playing Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey final.
How much did you put on
Oh,
it?
3,000.
Hey!
And let me tell you what I did. I'm like, yo, Barcelona 1-0. And they trapping at this point in the match. It's the they like I'm like Real Madrid are nowhere. They are nowhere. What is going on? Because I know not to bet against Real Madrid. But
Facts.
clearly I didn't. But anyways, I bet Barcelona. I'm like 2K. Barcelona, sharp. How? Real Madrid, they score. Oh, Barca scored 2. Then Real Madrid scored the other one, I think. And then the odds were nice. I'm like, I'm going to put a K here because even if I don't win on that side, I'm going to win here
this side.
plus the money plus more.
Yeah.
Real Madrid.
Cool.
So yeah, arbitrage betting. That's what they call that thing, guys. I did that thing. Gandhi.
I was giving aviator.
I bet. This is a tip, guys. Yeah, you must make sure. I didn't bet on final result. I shied a bet at the. You know when they say to win.
Yeah.
That thing went to extra time.
Extra time.
Hey.
Your team won, but then
Oh,
extra
shame.
time.
I
didn't-
lost.
It doesn't make sense.
Hey guys,
Remember
no,
to please bet responsibly. Don't waste money, and also like winners know when to stop. Okay, so now we're talking Champions League and who's gonna win. Quickly, where are you gonna watch the match?
So excited. I'm watching with you guys. We're gonna
come
be
through, bro.
Yeah,
you must come through. We're gonna be having
I'll
a
be
watch party, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be very nice live.
Live,
and
You've
we're gonna
been
have
asking us to go live.
FIFA tournaments as well.
Yep,
Yeah. It was a
They
draw
play.
game.
I don't know how good they are, but
It's a draw
we'll
game.
find out.
We'll find out.
them.
You'll be there.
So,
And we'll
gents,
see.
talking about Champions League, there's also the road to the Champions League.
Yeah.
Obviously, the top teams in the Premier League, they battle for top 5 now. Before this was top
Premier
4.
League, La Liga.
Yeah. But if you're talking about Premier League specifically, we've got obviously Liverpool already qualified. We've got Arsenal, Man City. Who's third?
We have
I think right now
Newcastle.
it might be Newcastle.
Newcastle is there.
Newcastle, Chelsea, Nottingham.
Chelsea and Nottingham Forest.
really
So,
want
first of all, I want to ask this question, and to you guys at home, how do we define the Big Six first in the Premier League? How do we define it? Because at some point there were shouts that Tottenham is part of the Big Six, and I struggled to understand why.
And some other people.
Yeah. So, how then do we define top 6?
I'm gonna take our club out, guys, because I'm gonna be honest here. I feel like top 6 should be what's happening in those seasons. You know, let's
How
go
many?
let's go 2 seasons.
Not 5.
right?
Okay.
We can say 2 seasons. The teams that have been consistent there, your Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, they. Then the other 3, they up for grabs. You can play it like that. Because you want to say Big 6, are United, guys, we might have the most history, but we're not in the Big 6. Let's be honest about this thing.
Say it on camera.
Guys, you want me to come here and lie? I'm many things, but I'm not a liar.
Well, say it again. Say what you said.
Relax.
You don't have a cup to speak.
Oh, relax.
But if we do win this, when we win this Europa,
Based on
we
that
win the
chat,
Big
based on the chat, are we saying Man United is a top 6 club in the Premier League?
nah, not right now. Bro.
So my thing is when you asked that question, I was thinking we're looking at history, right? That was the first thing that popped to mind. Okay, cool. The Big 6. We're looking at history. We're looking at trophies. We're looking at records. We're looking at all these things. That's initially what I thought.
Then Nottingham should be there because they've got more Champions League than he does.
My guy, why?
Go back, guys.
Jay, just out of the blue. Like,
But I told you this. I told you this. If you wear that, that's why you didn't wear that shirt today. If you
I'm
wear that
wearing
shirt,
black for a reason.
okay, you're mourning.
Can you let...
They have 2 most.
Nottingham Forest is
Chelsea.
No, he's Arsenal.
He's also, but you Chelsea.
Yeah, I
right?
got 2.
Yeah,
You
he's
guys-
got a few.
Yeah, got nothing.
He got 0.
So if we're looking at history, then cool. Man United's Big 6,
Guys at
right?
Harvey.
But if we're looking at current past 2 seasons forms, is there not a way you can merge these 2 together? Because you can't outweigh history. You know what I'm saying?
but then he's
That's also another
Do you
thing.
know what I think? I think that when you look at history in general, have you noticed how it always shakes out to the same number of teams?
Yes.
So for me, I'd like it to be consistent. It's about consistency over maybe 5 or 6 years because
I
Nottingham jumps in and jumps out.
Yeah.
Leicester wins the league and jumps out. But the guys who are consistently there, your even Manchester United, you may have your blip seasons,
More top 10.
but they come back in and it always shakes out to, even now, there was a point where Aston Villa was very high in the league. There was a point where Nottingham was high.
Second.
What's happening now? City is now number 3. They could go
Brighton.
number 2. Arsenal. You get what I mean?
Southampton.
It always shakes
Newcastle.
out to the same teams.
But was Newcastle playing Champions League last season? This season? Were they playing this season?
Did they?
Nah.
No, wait, let me just
Wasn't
check.
Newcastle in Champions League?
I did see.
I could be wrong. But
they were
but
not.
I don't think
They
so.
were not.
To your point, George, I think for me now, if a team, let's name the top 6 based on the last 5 years.
In the last
This-
5
okay,
years.
Yeah, because this whole thing of history is swag because we've got teams like Aston Villa who've been performing really well, doing top 6 almost back-to-back seasons. You've got Newcastle who are doing really well. I mean, I think
But
we should
then
base
over
it
history has been the same team.
But if we're going with history,
so
then
it's okay.
how did
Nottingham
Tottenham
Forest-
make it there? That's my
Tottenham
question.
was always number 5.
No, but
Winning what?
No, no.
With what
in,
trophy?
In, let's say
I don't know. I'm saying they were always-
2018, and they were fighting that top 5 position. They were consistently there. You know, Son was firing. Harry Kane was firing. But if you're going just history, I feel like history. Okay, you can put it in the chat. But if you're doing history, then Nottingham Forest are bigger than Arsenal. They have 2 Champions Leagues, bro.
Don't say that out loud.
No, I'm saying...
Like you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they've just made it back to the Prem. Is it really?
I'm saying
if we're going
history.
history alone, sorry, bro, if just want to say, if we're going history alone, then Man United is still the biggest team in the world.
I was about to say, no, if we're going,
no matter how
you can talk about your 20.
Like,
but Man United titles. No.
I'll tell you why.
Shut the show down.
Total.
I'll tell you why.
Ain't no way, bro.
Total.
Let me explain why.
no way.
So congratulations for the 20. I'm not like sour or nothing about that. But here's the reality. What's the biggest story? You guys have won 20. The biggest story right now and will be till the new season starts.
Is a bigger club than Man United.
It will be if Man United won or lost the Europa. That's the reality of the situation.
Bro, we've got more European Cups than Man United. Make it make sense.
Bro, look at this season. We've been shit for the last 10 years, right? We won 3 cups in that time. Also, in that time, right? Now we're finishing 14th. But it's news. It's not news if Liverpool wins 5-0.
Everybody who says this is a Man United fan, bro.
But it's the truth.
Whoa, but wait.
That's what I'm saying. History alone. With the biggest
based on
team
history,
in the world.
Liverpool is the biggest team in Europe.
You got one more trophy, major trophy up
No,
there.
we just got the trophy.
No, listen, no, total.
Total, bro. If you're 2020 Premier Leagues, cancel those out, right?
I think they've got more. Yeah, we've got.
Anything
You got
else
it by
after
one.
that, I've got more,
I just checked it out. You got it by 1. They're right behind you by 68 trophies.
They
Major
won't win.
trophies.
It's Man
Major
United
trophies.
we're talking about.
Major trophy
Okay,
68.
okay.
You are 69.
Okay.
And this is
I love 69.
Guys, let's solve it like this. I would say, don't make it about trophies because top 6, I don't think has been all about trophies. One or two of the teams are really trophy getters, if we're being honest. Let's make it about average position.
Okay.
So if it's average position over however long, that will tell you which team. So Tottenham, we might think they're trash, they haven't won a trophy, but by virtue of finishing 5th so many times consistently,
they're
top 6. You get what I mean? So I think it's average position. That's why I say it always works out to the same team. Man City will always be there. Arsenal will always be there. You know, even us. There was a time we don't have a European. No, wait,
Arsenal will always be there.
No, check. We don't have a European trophy. But if you remember correctly, our thing was always top 4. So we consistently for 20 years were a top 4 team. That was our thing.
Not always. You guys were just like, we do enough to win FA Cup.
No. 17 times in the Champions League. 17 times qualifying.
These guys love 4th place. Bro. I remember those
but
days.
then you get me. So that was our thing. So if you average it out, Arsenal's always in the top 6.
Okay,
some way,
can I
somehow.
ask? So can I ask, if we're looking at it of the past 5 years, is that a good measure?
I
It's
think
5
so.
years. The past
I
5
said
years
2
is a good
seasons,
measure.
but if you want to go, I think it's fair.
If you say the past 5
I'll
years,
go
United
longer.
doesn't
No,
No,
okay,
okay,
the same
I feel like we're going
5
longer.
years is fair.
So
I think it's fair.
let's try rank this collectively. Who's the number 1?
I see
Man
City.
Number 2, Liverpool.
yeah.
Number 3,
Chelsea maybe.
Chelsea, because of the
Even
recent
I
injuries.
think you can put Arsenal in there.
I'm gonna say
I was gonna say
Chelsea.
maybe Chelsea from like 1, 2, like
Because in
after,
our 5
after
years,
2 years ago.
in our 5 years, it was 8-8-5, 8-8-5-2-2. That's been our record.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying probably Chelsea.
So we at 4 we get Arsenal.
Yeah.
Then 5 we're saying
That's where it starts.
you see 5 and 6 is where it gets tricky because
I'd still put
United is
Tottenham
somewhere
there.
here. United is somewhere.
Nah.
Either United is somewhere here.
I'll say we maybe 7, dog.
7.
Maybe 8.
Yeah.
Maybe 8.
So who got
I know
56?
we've won. What makes us have that thing is we've won under Ten Hag, FA Cup and Carling Cup sharp. But you're talking about the league,
must
right?
be nice.
We're not there, guys. We're not there. And I'm honest.
The
You guys,
conversation
you're
is
gonna
crazy.
be mad, but you can be mad. You must be honest. You don't wanna be like Arsenal fans, delusional.
Are they okay, so now we're talking about obviously
Why does it always
Champions
happen?
League qualifications.
These guys are the worst fans.
So at this point,
These guys are the worst.
you guys, we're always coming second. You know, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Arsenal, that
You
is.
could have just asked the question straight.
No, the
Joe.
question I'm
Why
asking-
must you
It's
advise
dragging
every
it,
time?
Does Leicester? Nah, not Leicester.
So my chat is now. I want to know, based on the season that Arsenal is having in the Premier League, do you think they will still finish second?
Eish.
Because if it happens that Man City finishes above Arsenal, and this is Man City's worst.
Mara, this is what I asked you.
season.
Did I not ask you guys?
You did.
This perception that we have of Arsenal and Mikel Arteta, where does it come from? Because when you look at the facts on the table, guys, can we be honest? I'm also going to be honest. Can we be honest?
George.
Can we be honest?
I feel like if let me put it like that. I feel like if this was Man U and that was happening with us, post Ferguson, I think we'd be in a good place. I really think we'd be in a good place.
14th, like, for example.
No, it's worse. I mean,
No, but you guys.
That's what I'm saying. If we had an Arteta and we were like second, we're competing for Champions League. It's looking like it's happening. It's hopeful because it's coming together after Sir Alex Ferguson. So that's why maybe that's my skewed perspective.
But what did you guys do to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer when he was doing this?
Guys, that guy, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Ole, if you ever see this, please watch Onside. But I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That man was never supposed to leave, man. He was really doing the most for us.
Such a lovely man.
You see?
Such a lovely man.
Hey, it seems like...
But your question, we didn't answer your question now that I'm really thinking about it.
Yeah.
What was your question again? So we go
the
back to it.
question is, how would this sum up Arsenal's season or Arteta specifically season if they don't finish second? They could still finish fourth.
That's the thing.
But it's so tight.
And the thing is,
Yeah.
I don't think it's an Arsenal issue. It's just that this season it's been so competitive. If you look at number 1 to 6, right, the differences are like 2-3, 2-3, 2-3.
I can't
So
relate.
now it's like
Bro, it is so tight. If United won 5 more games, we would be sitting in like 8th right now.
you see what I'm
You
saying?
know what I mean?
There's a guy who's growing his hair. He's waiting for United to win 5 games.
He's gonna keep growing.
Day number 365 until Manchester United wins 5 games in a row. He's got an afro right now. The afro so
I
big.
think I've seen him on
Yeah.
IG.
Yeah, call him the White Bob Marley. The White Bob Marley.
Yes.
But yeah, it seems like it's heated up. But either or, I think the teams we've mentioned, they will be making top 5. Obviously, Tottenham might just make it there by chance. Would Tottenham qualify for Champions League? No.
Spurs, not with that.
Only
Son,
through Europa.
I say this
Going
again.
the last 5
retire.
years. Is that
Not
the
qualify
metric
if
we're
they
going
win
on?
a cup. Not qualify.
Only
if they win
through
a cup.
Europa.
That's what I'm saying. If they win.
Oh, are you talking about like next season?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, if they win, then they.
If.
then
That's
they-
what I'm saying. If.
Okay.
Which they will.
Okay, wait. Do you guys think it's fair that Europa winners should qualify for
I
Champions
saw,
League?
I saw this
Yes.
shit. Who was it? Arsene
Especially-
Wenger was saying this.
Yeah, that we've got 5 teams in the EPL that are qualifying.
And one again, one extra one.
Now you're going to get an extra one, and those 2 teams just so happen to be
In the Premier League.
in the Premier League at the bottom.
They, in my opinion, they
Close
should
to
have
the
just
bottom.
left it at the top 4 and leave it at that. Bro.
They can't because
this thing of 5
There's
and
more
then
in
now
this new format,
2 others.
there's more
like an English team won it again, so you win a place every time. So that's why there's 5 right now. But I feel
So is it full? Okay.
the coefficient.
I'll meet that chat halfway, right? I
Yeah.
feel like we should still qualify if you win the Europa and stuff.
100%.
But also this thing, like, let the Europa be its own competition, and then whoever qualifies wins this. This thing of the Champions League teams that automatically go to Europa when they get eliminated group stage, that thing is rewarding failure. For me, that thing is rewarding failure.
But they got rid of that one.
Did they get
this
rid of
year.
it?
Yeah.
Is it this year?
This
This
year
is-
they got rid of it.
Thank
it's
you
gone.
guys, UEFA. Full of cock anyways. But thank you guys. And
UEFA. There's some
UEFA
heated
alone
conversations then.
UEFA
but
alone now.
Your
Remember.
Rashford played UEFA for a little bit, but he played.
He played.
Wait, what the conference?
He played
What
Champions
you
League.
play?
with
Champions
Villa.
League.
With Aston Villa.
Yes.
What they playing Champions?
Yeah,
So
they
they
played.
left us to go and play there for what?
Anthony almost has the same GA as Vinicius Jr.
Ow, Real Betis.
Hey.
Play of the
Like, you
year.
understand what that means?
In the
bro?
last, be clear, in the last like 10 games.
Anthony
Is Betis still
This
unbeaten?
man is like, he's
Betis
kind
still
of
unbeaten.
Anthony
propaganda.
scoring
yo.
bangers, but he scored a banger against De Gea. De Gea was like, no, ngiyakuvuma nje. I've seen you score goals. Well,
You guys are the problem.
I've been saying United is the curse.
But guys, let me be very clear. There will be no defending of this club while I'm here. I have this shirt on. There will be banter of Arsenal, but there will be no saving of you guys.
This is trash, man.
I don't understand this team. we got rid of meals. Yeah? We're giving guys fruits, guys.
yeah, no, 100%.
We're giving
Your
guys
Sancho's players are
Just
outside.
loaning. Hoyland.
You have to make an lunchbox when you work for Manchester
bruh.
United.
And here's the thing, when Cristiano hit the Piers Morgan shirt,
Yeah.
like a lot of people were still, he's a traitor, how can he do this? But me, I know what I know. It's the same reason we sold him in 2009. It's because they wanted money. And it's the same reason they brought him back, because they wanted money. They brought him back for that one season to sell shirts.
Yeah.
And they made that money back, plus within a day, they made it back. Over the season, how much money did they make with Ronaldo shirts
And how did
shipping
they spend
worldwide?
the money?
Then they wanted to spit him out when the next season started. No, F these guys, bro.
F these guys,
guys,
but
bro.
we love you guys instead. Guys, talk about ways that you can make money. There is no better place to bet than the Betway Premiership the home of PSL, Betway. Bet a total of at least 10 Rand or more on Betway Premiership games, and you'll be rewarded with a 10 Rand extra bet and a 10 Rand bonus flight on Aviator. No need to enter, just make bets tailing at least 10 Rand to qualify. Terms and conditions do apply. Single bets, multi-bets, placed pre-match lives will qualify. Okay, only the first cumulative 10 Rand bets each week, Monday to Sunday, will qualify. And last but not least, extra bets and bonuses will be credited automatically and may take up to 48 hours to reflect.
Mara, can you make it sound better? This is the new. What's the sound when I win?
What the sound that you win? It's ching.
Yeah, because every time.
Yeah, that's what the playing sound.
Can I get 4 of the 10?
But do you know how real that thing is? Like, I remember from last week's episode, every time I bet on a PSL game, 10 Rand, they always give me 10 Rand Aviator, 10 Rand free bet. And I'm like, and that 10 Rand, I used.
1 Rand slip.
Yeah, 1 Rand slip. It was supposed to give me 20 million. I lost by 4 games. I'm getting close, guys.
It's getting close. But let's talk about what's happening local. The plane has landed now, Aviator. I mean, so we're back locally.
Yeah.
I just want to say, it's Kulu. To everyone who was here. We were sitting here with Lucky Likhwati and Majoro, and we spoke about the derby. And because I like to talk too much. Hey, PD doesn't know football. Hey, Chiefs players sitting across the table from us. Are you guys okay?
No, me, I'm fine. You were talking about Betway now.
We're talking about Betway Premiership now.
Yeah.
We're talking about Betway Premiership.
My team.
Kaizer Chiefs suffered another loss as per usual.
I just want
from Orlando Pirates.
I just want to put it out there. Maybe you guys can get an answer from Betway first. Why are the odds always so high on Kaizer Chiefs? Because they're my team, guys. But the odds are always so good. Only for these guys to lose. Only for these guys to lose, bro.
Imagine the people who actually train in that arena, how they must be feeling right now. George, as our Betway Premiership expert, talk me through the match and how does Pirates keep doing this, especially to Kaizer Chiefs on such a big platform, big game.
Like, why he always at spice?
Such a big game.
Yeah,
the game of the year.
But the
there's
Soweto
another one
Derby
coming
is the
this
biggest
weekend
derby in
also.
Africa. Am I lying?
But the big one is now the weekend.
No, am I lying?
No,
am I lying? The Soweto Derby is the biggest derby in Africa.
Yeah,
so
but
on
it
such
means nothing. But Sundowns is gone.
You are making the loss sound big.
Yeah, Sundowns is gone.
That time we
it doesn't mean
What
anything.
were we gonna win?
You are alone today.
I just arrived. Coco Melon happened. That's why you're moody. Arsenal lost. Chiefs lost. Moody. Relax. Tell me about the game. You guys came hardcore. One game in, and I was like,
Pause.
I don't know about coming hard.
Pause.
Okay. On a serious note, Kaizer Chiefs talk.
Look, I think.
The Cairo Derby.
Was it
Shout out to
Cairo
Egypt.
Derby is the
Zamalek
biggest.
Al-Ahly. Yeah.
Thank you. Coach.
I think. Do you know what's frustrating about that game? Pirates lose to Pyramids, knocked out of the Champions League. Right?
Oh, you had to mention that.
No, I'm painting a picture.
Good shot.
I'm painting a picture.
Good shot.
Here comes another one. They go to the midweek game after that, and they lose to Skukun. Right? They come into the Chiefs game 3 minutes in, 1-0 down.
Yeah, that's where my.
If it's any other team, Pirates does not lose that game. Wait, when they say you kick a man when they're down, you have to kick them when they're down because Pirates was shaking. They didn't have confidence. But the problem with Kaizer Chiefs is that they only have one move. Once they've played their card, they can't take it. They can't do anything else. So if you saw that game, Chiefs did what they normally do. Overwhelm the other team, score. Like randomly, you'll score. Earlier in the season, they were doing it. You score.
Winning shots.
But then you start seeing that, you guys don't have a 6. You don't have a defensive mid. Your defense is all over the place. So the moment Pirates started waking up,
and realizing
and do you know what kills me about my team? What kills me about my team? Nasreddin Nabi, coach. Guys. Bradley Cross gets a yellow card. What's your first reaction when your left back, who's going to be facing Kota, gets
the whole game
gets a yellow card early? What do? You take him off.
Out.
We kept him on. Red card. Now he can't play in some of the other games. You look at Pirates, they had the same situation with Shandu. What did Jose do? He took him off. You look at what Pirates did versus Chiefs. They saw that Chiefs was attacking and doing all those things. they make a change, they bring in Dlamini.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the game changes. That's a tactical change. When last did you see a tactical change at Kaizer Chiefs?
I only see them changing shirts only.
When last did you see? Like, that's my frustration.
You know what the frustration? The problem is that I think Kaizer Chiefs is focused more on fashion. They were there to show
Joe,
us.
there's nothing there.
They were there to show off their new,
Shout out,
their new
shout out.
clothes,
I
that
want
new
those
kit, which
jerseys.
is fire
Shout
by
out,
the
shout
way.
out.
Things are
Jazz.
fire.
Send
bruh.
us,
Yo,
send
old
us.
school, hook us up.
Old
That's
school,
crazy.
the
Yo,
tracksuit,
that thing
the
is
shirt,
mwah.
everything.
Yo, listen.
Win a game.
We win the
okay.
trip
Win a
cup.
game.
Win a game.
Win a game first.
Win
and
5
then we
matches
can
in a
talk.
row.
But you know,
No, it's fine.
I was at the stadium, guys.
Even worse.
Yo, this thing was painful. Let me tell you, because it's okay when you watch it at home. You like, you know, you
can
the
switch off the
investment
TV.
is not so much.
Yeah.
You didn't get out of your bed like, yeah, today we need a derby. Bro, you go there to be disappointed, bro. Disappointed. Like, bro, the passes, they were just like, are these guys playing or
Yeah.
what? Because I mean, this is my frustration with Chiefs, bro. I knew it was going to happen, and I said, Jimmy Tower was sitting behind me, and I said to him, you see here, we've scored first. We have to score another one because Pirates are such a good side.
Yeah.
They will not score, bruh.
Yeah.
They will not score. And once they get the momentum, it's done.
Yeah.
It's with the way we are.
Yeah.
When they bring that, that momentum, once that momentum builds
Where
that
did,
side,
where
it's
did,
chai
where did
for
that
us.
confidence come from? That first goal,
ah,
confidence. Where did it come from?
It was a lucky
It
goal.
was a lucky
It was a lucky goal, bro.
That's what we
as
do.
Chiefs fans to say it was a lucky goal is crazy.
No.
You guys
Watch
know
all
it
of our
was
games.
lucky.
Watch all of
So
our
Kaizer
games.
Chiefs basically scores lucky goals
Watch
only.
all of our games and
bet.
tell me if you saw them move.
Yeah.
But you know what's the worst thing about that game? Pirates finished the game with Mbogazi on the pitch, with Selepe making his debut, ne? With Nkota, with Mfukeng. Joe, that's all the Coco Melons.
All of them.
That's all the
It was a
Coco
crash. It
Melons.
was crash versus
You
Kaizer
love
Chiefs.
me.
Like,
That's what it was.
in a derby. You tell me any other year ever where you could make you could play 5-6 kids or young players in a derby game.
Yeah.
Like, just
That was
it doesn't happen.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? But that's where Chiefs is. Like, you know, but it doesn't matter. We win the Netbank Cup. All is
No.
That's the
Forgive
one.
me.
That's the
Wait,
one.
wait,
That's
wait,
the
wait,
one.
wait,
We won.
We're
Before
not
we
even
go to
there
Moses,
yet.
before we go to Moses, let's just park the bus here at FNP.
We're not even there
for a
yet.
little
no,
bit.
but wait,
So-
can
yeah.
I give your team flowers? Sorry, can I just give your team
Yeah, yeah.
flowers?
Now they were the better side, bro.
Pirates and Sundowns, what they're doing this season is incredible. And they're doing two different things. We'll speak about Sundowns, I'm sure, at some point. But
Yeah.
Pirates, to blood in so many kids, to lose 3-4 center backs, proper defenders, and still be able to come into games. I mean, they just played a game this week where they walked it with kids.
Yeah.
Abu Kim Viudi were playing who never play, and they're winning. That is incredible. That just tells you that those two teams are just miles ahead of everybody, even though Sundowns is miles ahead of Pirates,
Yeah.
but it's fine.
Farmers
But
League.
it's good for
Asbonga
the league.
Makgopa and Coco Melon,
Yeah.
you did the things, and because the country was not going to sleep if Kaizer Chiefs
But
won.
it's good for the league. It's good for the league. I feel like
That's good
we've been so far. The rest of the sides have been so complacent, like Chiefs,
Yeah.
Pirates, whatever.
Yeah.
When Sundowns came these last like 6-7 years and they opened, it forces the rest of the league to catch up.
Yeah.
My team, I don't know what you guys are doing. You're not catching up.
Yeah.
But Pirates are now officially the second best side, I'd say, for 3 years running straight. It's still a level, but they're giving competition. Us, how guys? What are we doing?
So what do you think needs to happen in terms of building that competitiveness for the other teams to be like, okay, guys, we need to catch up right now. So what do you think
Players
needs to
need
be
money, bro. I think
implemented?
It's not money.
No, but
What?
recruitment.
It's not
Hey,
money.
let me. If I speak, I'm in trouble.
No, speak. No, I
speak, I'm
direct
in
the question to you.
But I
Hey,
personally
speak,
say
I'm in
it's just cool recruitment, bro. I think recruitment is where we lacking because Sundowns. I'm not saying other teams can't, but Sundowns can afford to recruit good players, guys.
It's not money, PD.
What is it?
I'll give you an example. Kaizer Chiefs signed 8 players this season. Last season, I think we brought in 6.
Yeah.
That's a completely new starting lineup.
No, there's money and waste of money.
Yeah, no, that's what
Chiefs
I'm
waste
saying.
Okay,
money.
he's
No,
going
no.
there. That's
So
That's where
a
I was
lot of the
going.
teams
Is that where you were going?
sign.
that's where I was going.
Yeah, a lot of the teams sign and they spend money. But when you look at them and you say, hey, why are you bringing that guy in? They can't tell you why. They're just signing for
They just sign.
Guys, we've got the Chiefs. We've got Lilepo. We've got Dupreez.
Yeah.
We've got Modi. We've got all of these guys. Tell me the pattern. You said Pirates, I can
And
tell
Modi
you.
looked like he was gonna be hot for us
You know?
last season.
Kancane,
bro.
there was hope.
But tell me the pattern. Look at Pirates. Lodge, followed by who? Mfukeng. You see a line. You know, in the center, Tito follows the other number 10s that have been great.
Yeah.
There's a plan. The league doesn't have plans. They just sign for vibes.
They just sign for vibes.
You get what I mean?
But there is hope though when coming to Kaizer Chiefs. It's either you guys stop buying stars or stars per se and start investing in young people. Let me land. You know why I'm saying this? Because
by names.
No, I'm gonna hope for Kaizer Chiefs. We know that the reserve team has been crowned DDC champions.
That's what the boys need to come
with 70 points. And this is very successful, which means there are players who are coming up and doing the most. Obviously, it's a different league, different level. Do you think we don't invest too much in our youngins?
I think we do, but also at the same time, I think there's a gap where you can close it, because you're talking about a reserve league. I mean, what's the boy that's playing Lyle Foster? That boy, he was Pirates.
Briefly,
you know. And look, he's in the Prem now. I mean, if you guys actually do give the young guys a chance, I feel like, and here's where I was trying to not go with it first, but I'm gonna go there. It's where the game is now, unfortunately. I mean, that there's too much money, guys. There's too much money. These guys are getting a lot. By the time they sign the first pro contract, they have money. They have money. Plus, that's
GTIs.
the club live. That's just the club money. Then they've got the endorsements and all that other stuff happening. Bro, these guys, why do they need to play ball?
Why do I need to go to training?
Why do I need to go to
training?
training?
Why do I need to come in?
You pay me to play, not to train.
Us, specifically Chiefs, we pay these guys big bucks, bro. Like, their lives are sorted for the next 5 years.
That whole funeral cover thing makes sense because that's where careers die.
Wow.
You're gonna go there.
That's where careers die.
Wow.
Wow.
But before you move on, I think we have to be honest about the kids. The DDC team has won. Chiefs is not a developing place. Where Chiefs is right now, and I think the problem with the league is like most of the teams are in survival mode, so these kids don't get a chance. The reason why Pirates can do what they do is because Jose has been there for 3 years. Jose is a developmental mode coach, but he's trusted. You can do it at Stellenbosch.
Sundowns.
You can do it sort of at Supersport, even though Supersport is now struggling.
A bit shaky.
But we don't have places where the kids can go. I mean,
develop at Sundowns.
Not even Sundowns.
Sundowns develops at least.
No, Sundowns has changed.
Yeah.
Cardoso's benching the kids. Mabena, Koza, all of those guys are not playing because it's high stakes.
Yeah.
So a lot of these kids...
Maybe they're watering the grass during the week.
You guys watered the grass.
You water the grass and then you put in pencil. You guys do everything.
So when those kids,
Which
they don't have a
clubs?
place to go. And unfortunately at Chiefs, you're going to see, look at him do Shabalala. Has he developed? No. Look at Obrigado, Fundo Villagazi, sitting on the bench. Zwane, sitting on the bench. McCarthy, sitting on the bench. Abu Khatebe, Abu Mahlatzi even left the team. Right? I think the problem with the country is that we don't have plans for the kids in general.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna jump on that.
Yeah.
Because to touch on that, you guys remember like there's 2010 that we had. 2006 World Cup Germany. There was stuff that was done with the funding that came through there.
Yeah.
Your World Cup winners that won in 2014, they came from that youth program of 2006 World Cup. Your Marco Reus, your Mesut Ozil, all of
Your
these
Lambs,
guys,
yeah.
all of those guys, like at least 70% of that squad came through that specific program that they put. Where was our program?
But
guys?
you know where I'm seeing the progress in our youth development? I'm seeing the progress in Bafana Bafana.
The under 20s,
I mean, but there's work being done
we're
there.
better. We're better now. We better.
Before we move away from the derby, we're going to have a second derby. 2 derbies in less than a week. The Netbank final. Kaizer Chiefs has not won this cup since 2015. Yeah. They haven't won a cup. Oh no, let me not.
Every time.
Anywhere, bro.
Every time.
For all your teams.
Was it the last time they reached the final? Was it against TX Galaxy? I could be mistaken.
My weakness.
Yeah, the TX Galaxy moves. But Orlando Pirates is aiming to do the three-peat.
Well, technically, we got to a Champions League final.
Anyway,
2020.
Netbank Cup final, Moses Mabhida Stadium. They're playing each other in less than 7 days again. What are some of the things that Kaizer Chiefs needs to do to make sure that they come victorious in this? And what are some of the things that Pirates must make sure they mustn't happen?
Now I feel like firstly the league, this thing of letting Pirates play Moses Mabhida the same week that they're going to play the final. Why does your chemical engineer get extra time?
Extra
time.
Pouring
the whole
water.
week. Is that the whole week? They even played on the pitch.
Multi doesn't work, guys. It
It does work. We've seen it work. You guys make it work. The bones. I've seen it work.
No, but okay. To be honest with you, I think Kaizer Chiefs needs to respect the game.
That's where you're going with it.
Wait.
Okay, let me
They need to respect that game.
Let him
I love
finish.
it.
Do you know why? If you look at how we played versus Sundowns,
Yeah.
I've never seen Chiefs that focused. They were defending well, they were structured, whatever. You need to do those things. If you're going to go pound for pound with Pirates and you're going to play with 4 defenders, no central defensive midfielder, and push everybody forward, Pirates is going to kill you. So there has to be a level of respect and focus that those guys come into the game in, and they must steal the game. When it comes to Pirates, what I'm hoping is that Pirates is overconfident. I'm hoping
No,
that
team cool. It's confidence.
I'm hoping they come into that game and Nyatsa Chiefs.
Yeah.
If you look at the end of that game,
They will.
if you look at the end of that game, Nkota, you guys could have won legit 4-5.
4-5, yeah.
If Nkota was taking the game seriously. So I'm hoping
They don't get too confident.
I'm hoping they get overconfident. But if they come into that game knowing that they've beaten Chiefs before and they let the Cocomelons go,
It's going to be a move, innit?
I'm
Well,
scared.
all the best to Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs. Obviously, we know that Orlando Pirates is going to win this. But let's talk about the big elephant in the room. Let's talk about the big elephant in the room. Current reigning champions, Mamelodi Sundowns. They obviously just keep on extending these points, man. They just keep beating people everywhere. The recent victory, I was 3-0 to Chipa United. It was
God.
a
It's like what I
movie.
was saying, bro. They so far ahead. We all it's good, but it's bad at the same time because it's like, what are the rest of
It's
these
giving Man
teams
City.
doing?
It's giving Man
What are the
City.
rest of
They're not
But it
serious,
forces us to catch up. It forces everybody to like, let's put this shit together because we're playing football. It's not like these guys are playing darts and we're playing football. We're playing the same
You
game.
guys are playing the same game, yeah.
So I feel like in the next maybe 3 years, I feel like maybe it'll be a little bit tighter at the top. Other teams besides Chiefs and Pirates might have a shout for a title. But these guys
Royal
have been
AM
mooring
back
everyone.
as well.
Those guys, Sundowns is so good. You know they're playing these games in gear 2.
You're saying they're not even trying.
They don't have to try. They beat Chipa United. You know what's crazy about Sundowns? The scariest thing about Sundowns in the league. The amount of points, they've now broken the record for the most goals scored in a season. Quietly.
Bruh.
There's no 8-1s. There's no 7-0s.
Just build up.
It is 3s, 4s, 3s, 4, 5-1, 5
3,
there.
4.
Yeah.
Guys, it's insane. And the sad part about our league, to your point, the sad part about our league is that they should be trying to catch up, but it almost feels like it's become a situation where Sundowns has won for so long that everybody's just
doesn't
like, it's
feel like
okay.
People give up before
Yeah,
the game
there they
starts.
are. Chipa United came into that game. I'll give you an example. Chipa United came into the game that they played now.
Yeah.
First half, they were trash. They didn't want to do anything. No shots, no nothing, no passes. They just sat back. Like it was like, we're honoring a fixture. Ne? Sundowns scores 2 goals. Then those guys wake up and they start playing. Second half, they make 2 changes. They start playing. They start exposing Sundowns in some places. So now you look at the rest of the teams and you go, Mara guys,
Why
if you
can't you
can
do the
do
same?
this in the second half, why not do it? But
the first half.
it almost feels like everybody's just resigned to the fact.
It's the aura.
Yeah.
It's the aura.
It's
boys.
giving Goliath or as a
it's the
David.
aura,
Yeah,
boys.
like, ish, at his bruise tall and whatever the case might be.
Because they are, bro. Like, let's be honest
Guys,
about the
12-point
it's
lead.
insane.
They're on track to win another title. I think it's
They
all
need one
vested.
more win.
They need one more
Sunday,
win.
they could be crowned.
Yeah, they could be crowned, and that could be it. But there's some interesting stuff happening always. Obviously, when we touch local, we always touch what's happening in Africa. So, I can't really call him a Sundowns player. I'm gonna call him a Pirates player. Tembin Nkosi Lodge, Baby Daddy Natasha.
Number 10. He didn't want him, man.
No, I think it's a coach. So Tembin Nkosi Lodge is continuing to shine at Wydad. Scoring a decisive goal in their 2-1 victory against EAS Rabat. Right? So these guys, it keeps their hopes alive in the
They need to
Champions
fight
League.
for the contract. They
Yeah.
need to fight for the contract. Pela Rulan is gone.
Yeah.
Rulan is gone from Wydad. So those are the players. Him, Cassius Mailula were players that
They
were
were
brought in by
brought in.
Rulan.
So they
come
have
back to
to.
So
Chiefs.
now you have to sing for your dinner.
You have to
Let's
sing
come
to
back
it.
to Chiefs.
You must come back home.
Who?
Come to Chiefs.
Who must come to
Chiefs.
Chiefs?
Yeah.
You can't go Pirates, Sundowns, then Chiefs.
Just be like
Chiefs is like Man
Zlatan.
United. Chiefs like Man United.
Like Zlatan, the whole football, go everywhere. Just
come.
Just every jersey.
We need assistance.
Have every jersey.
Before we close off the show, gents, just a few points I want to mention. First of all, Bayern win title number 30.
Harry Kane.
Shout out to
Finally, Harry.
Like even if you had to come to Sundowns to win a league, you could have just done that, my brother. And Tottenham was just gonna be dry. So congratulations to Harry Kane.
You can retire now.
I like that. Sorry,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Like, why can't these guys? I know when they go and they retirement
And go to
runs,
Saudi.
Just come to PSL, experience it, guys. We
want
have
them to come
nice
there.
stadiums.
Experience load shedding.
60 goals.
Guys, come
He's
on.
not scoring 60.
Kane is scoring 60
He won't even
goals.
score 60 here.
Imagine
MLS, though.
imagine
Was he even the top goal scorer in the Bundesliga?
He can't repost his head tricks because his Wi-Fi is down. Here's gonna struggle here.
Messi
no
is at
future here.
MLS, guys. Do you know how that league plays? If PD gives me a pass, right, and I pass to George, and George scores, they give us both the assist. What league is that?
It's the American League.
What league is that?
Actually,
It's better than PSL.
it's fine.
Guning. Anyway, congratulations also to Vincent Kompany in his first season title.
Harry, you can retire now.
What does it say about Lampard? This one.
Don't forget he
Is he a
relegated.
is-
He relegated Burnley.
Is he a better manager than
He
Lampard?
relegated Burnley.
Is he a better manager? And he
It's
brought them
tough.
back, isn't it? No.
No,
Maybe
No,
he's
he got the relegated.
It's a tough
Oh, but he got
conversation.
them-
It's a
he
tough
relegated
conversation.
Burnley.
Got them.
And they've been there.
But how do you,
Maybe.
how do you
maybe.
get Burnley and then still get Bayern the job? The job
and
Bayern? It's
Chief,
crazy. isn't it?
Don't ask questions.
You know, sometimes, my brother,
Why are you asking
football is a
questions?
difficult thing. It's like,
Yeah.
It's unfair.
It's unfair.
Yeah.
Like John O'Shea has a Champions League, guys. West Brown has a Champions League, guys. Steven Gerrard doesn't have that thing.
To be-
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have a league.
doesn't have a champion.
He doesn't
Oh,
have a
doesn't
league.
have a league.
Say,
Zlatan
2005.
Zlatan doesn't have a Champions League.
Yeah.
No,
John
no, he
O'Shea.
said he doesn't have
John
league.
O'Shea has a Champions League. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
whole of Arsenal doesn't have shit.
Wow.
Yeah, let's go there, Vel.
Yo.
Anyway,
Wow.
Yes,
on other
sir.
news, Bruno Fernandes,
Bruno
Manchester
Fernandes.
United's captain, has received a lucrative offer from Saudi club Al Hilal,
Too soon.
reportedly worth 65
Too
million
soon.
pounds.
Too soon.
You can't let him.
They can't let him go.
United, however, is determined to retain him.
Can't let him go.
They can't let him go.
So I'm saying United,
It's tough.
Golden boy
Listen,
of United. No way.
I'm saying,
tough. It's very
does United cash in
They
and
can't.
spend on signings?
They can't.
They can't. They
It's tough.
can't afford
They
to.
can't.
They're gonna
It's
buy a Boyland Pro Max. They can't do
Like
that.
who? If we, how much should they offer us? First of all,
65 million pounds.
Get out of
You
here.
know,
Pounds.
forget it.
Get out of here.
Forget it.
For Fernandes.
Forget it.
No man.
He
Get
should be
out
like
of here.
40.
What is
No,
this
man.
team?
He should be like 40.
Al Hilal.
Al Hilal.
Al
Hilal.
Hilal. Fatek.
No, man, I think it's too soon.
So what it means is
bro.
Shanti Kari Maramoto.
It's too soon. It's too soon for him. One, United can't afford to lose him, and he's currently the golden boy of Man United. If they want, they must give him more money. Let him stay.
And they
Even
need to
if they
give us
got the
100
money,
still.
even if they
No,
got
no, I'm
the
saying
money,
if they-
wait, even if they got the money,
What the-
do you trust Man United to spend the money to replace Bruno Fernandes?
Oh, and you know what I'm
No.
confused
I also
by?
don't.
You know what I'm
That's the-
confused
that's the
by?
flaw.
Who are you going to
Do you
get right now
trust?
who's going to replace Bruno? Especially with the captaining that he's
Even
done
to
to him.
Brainer, even to Brainer.
What can
Baning.
we get in there if Fernandes goes?
You guys can't tell me about Man United can't get rid of Bruno, but at the same time, Man United had Ronaldo, got rid of him.
No, but
In
at
the-
that time,
in
the
the
team was
hierarchy,
still stacked.
It wasn't us. It wasn't the coach. It's the high.
who
Well,
is
it was
Bruno?
the coach.
Who is
level, but-
Bruno?
Bruno is currently anchoring the team.
glue.
Because at that
Aish,
time when Ronaldo
it's
left,
tough.
there were still people we can point out and be like, you know what? Hey, we're looking at a couple of people here. But now to say, if Bruno leaves,
I win
Maguire.
shambles. I win shambles.
Casemiro,
I win shambles.
come on.
Casemiro leave the
Maguire
football
Come
Cam.
on.
before
For
the
the great
football
work that
Maguire
they're doing.
Cam,
leaves.
number 10.
Maguire striker.
He's gonna move up again.
Heredinho.
Yes.
And boys, in closing, last but not least, we talked about him earlier, touched a little bit, Victor Gyökeres. It says that Arsenal is reportedly close to signing the Sporting CP striker,
No, for the last 3 years.
having submitted a formal offer. But I mean, even though he has an impressive season,
Yeah.
other teams like Man United and Chelsea are eyeing him. Let's close off the show. Do you think who needs the striker out of the three of you guys best?
I think
most?
all of us.
Arsenal needs it more.
Arsenal needs it more.
Well, who you buying? Nkunku?
You got Maguire, you good.
No. We need him.
No,
We
no,
need
you got
him.
Maguire, you
Listen,
good.
if we get him, like, but we have to win the Europa first. I feel like if we don't have Champions League football to offer, we don't get him. If we win the Europa, we get him.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the boy is going to Arsenal or Chelsea.
Update-
He's been going to Arsenal for 3 years.
Update is software yaga Hoyland so he can be Holland.
And he's
IS14.
played in England before. So he has the experience.
Hey, boys and girls, I think that's our time. We need to go outside and pay bills. We had so much fun. Renesi, bro, we wish we could have you here all the freaking time.
Let me know.
We had
Freaking lit
fun.
show,
You
bro.
stood your ground as a Man United fan.
Yep.
Is there anything that you want to say to the people? Let us know what you're up to, where they can catch you, what you're busy with, etc., etc. ID number, address, cell phone number, bank account.
details.
Yeah.
Find me by the Champions League watch party, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's where you'll find me. But IG, Ronesi EST, TikTok, same Ronesi EST. Check me out on socials, doing pranks, content, you know, Super Sport every Thursday. Yeah, every Thursday, channel 128, Jumbo WWE, you know what we do. So yeah, number one show on Super Sport. Watch it, guys.
Let's go.
We love it for the banter. And look, guys, I'm not here alone. The show would not be possible without the boys.
It's been your baby.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Thank
you want to go first?
Thank you.
Fine, go first.
George Buchanan, aka Mr. OT, your baby dad. No, wait.
No.
Okay, I always
daddy's
got it
baby
wrong.
mom? No.
Your chief executive overthinker.
It's been your mama's favorite boyfriend, your girlfriend's baby daddy. It's been Desley.
This has been Onside Banter League. Subscribe, Chumama. Subscriber.
You subscribe.
Finally, check out the newest, freshest footballing show. But it's not just about football. It's also about the banter. It's on a league of its own. Onside the Banter League. It's the Banter League.